can see it.
Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counter sticking up, so it should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. We're back with more Persona 5 Royal, part 45, and we haven't even finished the base game yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great, it's wonderful. We get to keep playing Persona. Love Persona.
Hey, it's a good game.
It is a good game. It's unfortunately going to feel worse in comparison considering I'm playing the game that... on stream, I'm playing the game that I preferred to it when I first played both of them, because I'm playing Nier Automata now.
Yeah, it's good old Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Nier Automata-pia.
So,
Nier Yokotaro goes crazy.
It's a good game. It's a really good game.
I didn't say any of that as if it was a bad thing.
I know you're not, but I have to make the point. It's... You know, I'm still enjoying it, even when I'm fucking things up and being accused of animal cruelty because I keep accidentally killing the damn animals in there.
Rip.
It's a fun game.
It is very good that my Thursdays are going to be substantially less busy starting next week.
Mm-hmm. Wow. We won't be playing
because Thursdays are super fucking busy for anime this season.
Yeah. I've had to move things over, I'm fairly sure. Yeah.
Also, like, Legend of Vox Machina has been dropping its batches on Thursdays as well, so that does not help me either.
Yeah.
I have managed to largely stay current, so that's good.
That kind of came in handy.
On the plus side, there's nothing big happening next Thursday, is there?
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
I was also talking about Veilguard.
Exactly. Oh wait, it drops on Halloween for you? I thought it was the 7th of November.
What? No, it's Halloween.
Oh, my mistake. I must have been confusing with something else. God. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah. I've already told my other D&D group that if we have a session any time after Thursday, I might have to be dragged away from Veilguard.
I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into a Ketchi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the...
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Also, I'm very much considering doing a Halloween-themed stream of playing the one horror game I've got in my library, which is Mortuary Assistant.
That's why we needed
I might be down.
Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter
I
how
don't
many
do
times
well with horror, so, you know, I may, like, say, hey, I'll play this for, like, maybe half an hour, and then switch over to Veilguard. Or something else.
Veilguard's gonna be... Veilguard is one of those games that I'm either going to start right away, or I'm going to wait to find out how things go in the game. Because I like having guides for games.
Yeah. Now, Dragon Age is one of those series where I will just say, nah, fuck it, I'm playing this straight away, even without the help.
Pretty good, huh?
I'm just gonna go sleep now.
I'm gonna head back then.
Alright. So, it sure is nice not being
Guess I
dead.
won't be going to school for a while.
Oh, rip, no school. Whatever shall we do?
Yeah, what a
This'll
shame.
be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all
That's sad.
the time to come up with the plans together.
Now that I'm a working adult, I miss school.
To be perfectly honest,
School had a structure
I
to
don't
it that
care what happens to
working
you
life
one way or
just
the
doesn't
other.
have.
I mean, more specifically, I miss university. I don't think I'd do well going back to high school, for example, but university, nah, I'd do that shit as much as I could.
But when I consider the
Understandable. Can't blame you.
Though, to be fair, I have an advantage in that the course that I did was not exactly, you know, heavy in terms of workload.
You are one lucky bastard, yes.
I mean, it was basically, how many hours was it? About 9 hours of class time for each module. 3 hours of class time for 3 modules in a semester, so 9 hours overall in the week. Plus, obviously, having to do readings that nobody really did.
Mm-hmm. Spark Notes is your friend.
I didn't even do that. I just read the introduction and conclusion, and then had the you know article open in front of me, so when the lecturer was like, "Oh, hey, what? Here's this question from the reading that you definitely all did," I was able to be like, just scroll through quickly. Yeah, it's this. Oh, good. I'm glad you did the reading. Yeah, I definitely did the reading.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Don't you mean a paw?
He still thinks he's human, remember?
Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't correct him.
True.
God, we still got Shido's Palace to go through.
That one's gonna be fun.
Even having an election. Shido's gonna win. Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is.
God.
Ryuji, try not to headbutt somebody.
Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up.
This isn't at all remotely relevant to the current day. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Even more importantly,
I have so much fucking anxiety about the election, man.
I don't blame you.
I already cast my vote for what it's worth.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter.
Thank God for early voting.
Yeah.
I just want to see our society back on track.
I mean, to be fair, I was somewhat lucky for the British election in that it was pretty much guaranteed that the Tories were going to lose, but the issue was that the depression came from knowing that, yes, Labour would win, but they're not that much better.
Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves would.
Yeah, from what I can tell, like, Democrats versus Republicans is similar to Labour versus Tories, except Republicans are currently a bit more fash than Tories.
Yeah. I'd say it's slightly better because at least when Labour does try and do something actually decent, they don't just get fucking filibustered out of the room.
God, fuck the filibuster. If you're gonna keep it, at least make it such that, you know, you have to stand the whole time.
Yeah.
Strom Thurmond may have been a colossal racist piece of shit, but at least he stood the whole time he was trying to filibuster the Civil Rights Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I think it was the Voting Rights Act of '65. Could be misremembering.
Why did you send a heart? But yeah, now, there's a lot of, like, fucking stupid laws that America has just decided to keep around because, hey, the Founding Fathers can't be wrong, or this certain president can't be wrong.
Don't remind me.
Meanwhile, y'all are still doing stupid shit like... Genuinely, I do not understand how you don't have, like, A4 paper, A5 paper, and so on. I don't understand that.
Standardization and momentum. It's really as simple as we're all used to it at this point. And it's not like standard letter formats in the US is that substantially different.
Isn't it?
Not by much. Not that I can recall.
I mean, in terms of sizes, well, I don't know. Let me check.
Similar in size.
Let me check that image that got fucking sent. Because I don't think we've got anything that's like the size of legal.
Yeah.
Because that's the same width as A4, but longer.
It's a long boy.
And your fucking letter isn't the same size as A4 in terms of length either. It's shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense.
Maybe it's your feeble mind, Mill. Yeah.
But I'd argue what we have makes sense.
I know, I'm being silly.
Okay.
And like, do you have other paper sizes than just letter and legal?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Then what do you do when you need something bigger or smaller?
But use another page. It was a rather trivial thing to get worked up about, Mel.
Yeah, but what do you call it?
Yeah. I don't really pay much attention to paper sizes. No! I kid.
Look, it just boggles me, okay? It just really does.
That's understandable.
It does just make me think America's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Since when are we not?
I'm gonna have to go on a fucking wiki dive to figure this out now, aren't I?
Probably. There are worse things to wiki dive about.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's head to the diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
There are buildings that are diet? How do you eat those?
You going out?
No, I thought I'd just skulk around the cafe in my hoodie. In my trendy grey hoodie.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right?
We simply won't.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, the way we do paper is, like, incredibly neat, because it's, like, A2 is half the size of A1, A3 is half the size of A2, A4 is half the size of A3. That just is simple.
The stunts you pull sometimes.
So you draw and quarter your paper and your peasants, huh?
Yeah! Damn peasants. Trying to introduce new ways of measuring paper.
Just don't stay out too late.
You know, it's funny. Right now I'm watching Batman Caped Crusader, which is actually pretty good, honestly. And, whatchamacallit, there's one episode where, the villain is, the ghost of, an old noble dude from, the 1700s. Who, you know, is like an inverse Robin Hood, who just takes from peasants. Because he's a bastard.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
I mean, he's a colonial loyalist, so.
Yeah. Not all of them were necessarily bad.
I mean, one of them is synonymous with, you know,
What about a mansion?
treachery in America, so.
And some other people would say he was doing his patriotic duty.
The thing is, Benedict Arnold was a patriot for a while, was, you know, a loyal revolutionary for a while, and then he slipped, so I don't think that argument holds a lot of water.
Yeah, probably not. I don't really. I don't know why I'm arguing for the British when I hate the British.
Imperial Palace?
I mean, the British are bastards in many different ways throughout history.
I think I can't remember exactly what the context was, or when it was. I'm fairly sure I summed it up with a fairly significant chunk of the world's problems can be summed up with it's the British's fault, and the majority of the rest of them can be summed up with either it's insert European country's fault or it's America's fault.
Yeah. Just about the only other major powers that can really be blamed for anything else are, like, regional powers, like Saudi Arabia, China, Japan,
Like,
South
not all of
Africa.
the world's problems are the fault of a European country or America, but, you know...
The majority, yes.
Yeah, a very significant chunk, yes, I can be blamed on them.
Is that even possible? Who knows? I've got no idea.
I don't think that's a particularly controversial statement outside of, you know,
Like
a few real, asshole types.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research.
Shido's a bastard. Simple as that.
On the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him.
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Other
Yes.
than we get caught by the police and, you know, executed by a catchy
Correct.
again. We probably can't pull that stunt a second time.
Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Oh, God. Getting flashbacks to fucking newspaper club and fucking, Shoshimin. Oh, no.
Sure.
That guy doesn't sound
Person is
entirely
Representative
enthused.
Shido. What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
Well, that wasn't helpful.
An exemplary answer.
What a non-answer, yeah.
Wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
I mean, you are loitering.
Yeah. Huh.
What?
I'm having a look at that, the fucking announcement that Girls Band Cry is going to be coming to Crunchyroll, November 6th, which, okay.
That doesn't look good.
Huh.
That was fucking random. And it says territories, United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Latin America, Europe, Indian subcontinent, and Southeast Asia. I don't think...
It's missing something.
Yeah, I don't think the UK is going to get it, unless we count it as part of Europe, which, hey, we had a whole fucking thing to avoid being counted as part of Europe.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's a day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. We should all think about this tonight.
So, I don't fucking know. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. I don't... Now I'm paranoid about
The
fucking
criminals
Gridman
calling themselves
universe.
The Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety.
Availability, North America, Central America, South America, Europe, Africa, Oceania, the Middle East, CIS, and India. So, Again, unless we can't count as part of fucking Europe, I'm not getting that.
These scandals only increase our distrust of the current
Use a
government.
VPN.
I mean, I will, obviously.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a
It'd just be,
politician
you know,
with
irritating that I had to do it.
Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
And eventually, I'm sure Crunchyroll is going to do the, you know, the dick thing of blocking VPNs.
I mean, it can try.
I mean, fucking Amazon Prime is fairly successful at it, at least in my experience.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Oh, and speaking of, you know, Crunchyroll being dicks, still haven't uploaded fucking Thunderbolt Fantasy Season 4. Which is very annoying.
That is irritating.
I mean, the point is, they've done 3 fucking seasons and 2 movies. Like, now they're fucking backing out? Go fuck yourselves. If they are backing out and just aren't fucking dragging their feet. I would very much take dragging their feet at this point.
Give me a sec, I'll be right back.
Fingers crossed Jack is using his, you know, American connections to contact somebody in Crunchyroll and tell them to upload Thunderbolt Fantasy Season 4. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, yeah, real pissed. And it's apparently in the actual fucking simulcast section. But, yeah, we'll see. Anywho. It took you, like, 2 days to send this message, Jahia. If I have time, I might stop by. But right now, I really don't. Game is keeping me on those tracks.
Railroading.
So yeah, did you use your American connections to talk to somebody in Crunchyroll about uploading Thunderbolt Fantasy Season 4, Jack?
Sadly, no. Can't get in touch.
Damn it.
It's what it is, man.
I mean, I did see that somebody, if I just fucking find the tweet. Yeah, somebody, basically wrote a message to Crunchyroll using their, like, fucking help forms or whatever, about Gridman Universe getting a dub, and did leave, like, a fucking link to it there, so I might send in a question through that and say, hey, are you gonna do Thunderbolt Fantasy Season 4? Also, is Mix Season 2 gonna get a dub at any point? Because those are 2 things that I'm, you know, very invested in. But yeah, speaking of anime, I've now finished Fate Stay Night, the Dean version, with my friends.
How did you enjoy it?
I mean, it was okay. Animation wasn't amazing, and
The music is great, though.
It was a 2006 dub.
Yeah. Hey, the music's good, though.
No good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
Yeah, not great. It's not great.
You know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Also, I've been seeing some quite sad people talking about the fact that another convention has gone by where Tor Publishing is there, and there has still been no news about Electo the Ninth.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
I mean, hey, while we're waiting for Shido, we could go into his fucking palace, see what happens.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir.
Yeah, sure you do.
Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak.
Oh yeah, also speaking of stupid licensing stuff, I can't watch fucking Tonbo on Amazon Prime.
What? Huh.
Because they're only showing the recap episode.
That is weird.
That's why I know that Amazon Prime blocks VPNs.
I mean, people
Damn.
lashed out at me online and
Luckily, they are uploading the episodes to both YouTube and Tubi. But it is, once again, another sign that certain licensing companies do not give a shit about the United Kingdom.
Then was it also your plan
Which is
when you said
really
they weren't at
fucking
fault after
annoying.
their popularity declined?
Ramau.
that was to catch.
Like, I'm not even going to pretend to understand the labyrinthine bullshit that is licensing laws. And you'd probably best do the same for your own sanity.
Look, I'm sorry, but, you know, we're a relatively big market.
Once they lost public support,
Not wrong there.
someone they thought was their greatest enemy led to hand.
I mean, to be fair, I have no idea, you know, if, I mean, maybe it's just that, honestly, I don't know which countries it's available in and which it isn't, you know, I honestly don't know if it's fucking available in the US either. It'd be fucking dumb if it wasn't, but, you know, at least on Amazon Prime if it wasn't. It's certainly available on YouTube and Tubi. And actually, I think it's available in the UK on Tubi.
That's the same
Huh.
strategy used
Wild.
in romance.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
What the fuck is Tubi? This is like, I've heard of it tangentially, but this is the first time I'm actually going to have to use it.
I think it's a free streaming service, but it doesn't have a lot of stuff, you know.
I had a look at what it did have. It was mostly old stuff
Yeah, exactly.
that I had not
has
really
some-
heard of.
Comeback on the fan side.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't
seems-
have a lot of new shit.
It seems like an even more niche hideout, to be brutally honest. Which is saying something.
Mm. At least High Dive usually gets at least a couple new shows per season.
Manipulating information using the media.
I mean, here's the thing. High Dive is already, like, working off of Crunchyroll scraps. It seems like Tubi is having to work off High Dive scraps.
Leaving Akechi aside,
You know,
we'll get back
yeah.
at him later. Our main issue
Not long
is
there.
Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords? Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
I mean...
No, I forget. Is Shido's one that you also have to wait until a specific time to do?
I believe it is best if you actually finish it, like, fucking just before Christmas.
I mean, I remember I went and did the actual Palace ASAT, but then I had to wait until, like,
yeah,
the very end to do the boss fights.
Basically, yeah.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, we do have an adult.
Mostly because Shido's an asshole, but what you gonna do about that? Besides, you know, change his heart.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we got 2 adults.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
Magic bullshit, go!
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right!
I didn't think we had streets in this area that could take a car.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yes, he did, Ryuji. Your powers of observation are unparalleled.
Yep. Really rolled a nat 20 on that perception check. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be doing a like online campaign with my friends that is fate themed.
Oh boy, that'll be fun.
So there's 7 of us players who've all been given, you know, one of the 7 main classes.
Yep.
I'm assassin.
Oh, fun, fun, fun. So you're gonna basically be playing a rogue.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going full rogue assassin subclass here.
Man, talk
Yeah.
about being lucky.
I mean, that's Assassin and Berserker are probably the easiest ones to map directly onto classes.
It's
like,
all it's also going to be level 20.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Are you going to go with an actual historical or legendary figure for it, or are you just going to fucking wing it?
Nah, he's asked us to pick a historical figure related to our class, though, you know, he's not going to be super strict on it as long as it can make a decent enough argument.
This way. Hurry.
If you'd like, I can help.
Did something happen?
I'm honestly considering, like, Kondo Asami.
You didn't seem well a moment.
Kondo Asami could work. You could also go with a lot of the Shinsengumi, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I know...
Like, canonically, Okita Soji, for example, it can be a saber or an assassin.
Yeah.
Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society.
But, yeah, no, the Shinsengumi all probably qualify as both saber and assassin.
Yeah.
With maybe a couple exceptions. Because I know Hijikata qualifies as a berserker.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what he's in Grand Order.
I mean, I did, you know, look up the rest of the Shinsengumi, and yeah, it looks like they've either just been in Grand Order or, like, this fucking weird parody spin-off.
Koha Ace, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one's funny, because it's like, just shitposting, basically.
Yeah.
I think it started with them just fucking around with Nobunaga and Okita, and expanded from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatchamacallit. There's a... Like, the funny thing is, like, originally, like, the strictest version, only the 19, Hasan Isabas were, considered, eligible before Nasu was like, that's too strict. I'm going to expand that definition.
Yeah, again, I did have a look at the Fate Wiki to see, you know, which figures have been considered assassins.
Toward a happy future together.
I think Okita Soji has been considered assassin, but it's only like the fucking swimsuit variant.
It is the swimsuit version, yes.
Which, little dumb.
Who somehow has a jetpack.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking Fate, of course. Of course they do.
Yeah, the Fate version of the Greek gods are actually mechanical life forms.
Yeah.
Granted divinity by being prayed to.
Yeah.
Fate is fucking wild, dude.
I mean, yeah, my friend did say, hey, look, you can take liberties with race and gender because, hey, here's, you know, female busty Sir Francis Drake, female King Arthur, and I don't even know I don't even fucking know what Thomas Jefferson is supposed to be.
Thomas Jefferson has actually been in Fate. However, what they did with the U.S. presidents in Fate is fucking weird.
Hey, yo, Shido-san.
Basically, they did the whole thing, where, in an alternate timeline, the spirits of the U.S. presidents all lumped their, power together and gave it to Thomas Edison, who is this giant spandex-clad dude with a lion's head.
Yeah, that's the picture I got sent, yeah.
I just want to talk to him for a second.
It's just absolutely absurd.
Yeah, Fate is that, and yeah, I was in full "oh come on" mode when I learned Archer's true identity.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Though in fairness, it's not like the worst plot twist.
No, it's not, but it's like, dude, really? Okay, fine.
That's enough, Brad.
Honestly, it's funny how many different characters are qualified as archers.
At the elevators.
And some of the bullshit qualifications for that one.
I do actually wish I'd gotten Archer. I think I would have picked Nasu no Yoichi from the Tale of Heike.
Yeah. No, there are a lot of good options from Japanese history alone. Tamatomo, Minamoto no Tamatomo is an archer. And there's also... There's a lot of characters who, a lot of like historical and legendary figures who are qualified for multiple classes.
Yeah, honestly, I bet I could have gotten away with Tokiyuki.
You possibly could have. Honestly, he might work as an assassin because of the stealth and evasion skills.
Ooh, no, now you've put that in my head. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, just say like this version is influenced by the popular manga/anime, The Elusive Samurai, because that's also a factor in Fates.
Ooh, okay. I might make that argument. I'll think about it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, that could work. That could work.
You just have to decide what his noble phantasm is.
I'm not entirely sure how we're doing that. He's not said anything about it thus far.
Yeah, like I can help you construct some stuff for it if you want. I'm happy to.
Yeah, I mean, just at the moment, it's just fucking, you know, create a D&D character, level 20 D&D character, and you get, you know, a certain amount of fucking legendary items or magic items.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to know.
You could do like a protection of the divine or something.
We're also doing new rules, so that should be fun.
New rules probably include noble phantasm stuff.
I mean, new rules, especially when you get to higher levels. I mean, have you seen fucking epic boons?
I've seen a couple of them. They're all insane.
Yeah, they're all pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try and get them up.
Get lost, kid.
I don't know
you
why. Can I just quickly interject? I don't know why the game is acting like Shido is this dude. Is like a fucking like shock and big discovery when it's already been established that he was that dude. We know
also,
he was that
he's
dude.
a major public figure at this stage.
Like, maybe it's meant to be like, you know, showing Joker's got trauma about the whole situation, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Yeah, it's funny, like, there are some figures who are qualified for, like, multiple classes, as I said. You want to guess how many of the main classes Heracles is qualified for?
It's all of them, isn't it?
All except for Caster.
All except for Caster, yeah.
What are you looking at?
And Berserker is apparently his weakest version.
Yeah. Didn't seem that weak when I saw him, but yeah.
I mean, it's because he loses his reason. And Heracles is a pretty intelligent hero.
Yeah. So epic boons, you only get them, I believe, level 19 onwards. Basically,
that sounds about right.
Basically, level 19. I'm fairly sure they've all got the, yeah. They can all basically increase, either your choice of an ability score or, you know, a set choice of an ability score by 1 to a max of 30.
Oh, shit.
You've got Boon of Combat Prowess. When you miss with an attack roll, you can hit instead. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until the start of your next turn.
Let them go. My next appointment is...
So, you know, it's not like you're, you know, it's not like it's a once per short rest, once per long rest. No. Till the start of your next turn. Let's see, which is another good one. Boon of Fortitude. Your hit point maximum increases to 40. In addition, whenever you regain hit points, you can regain additional hit points equal to your con modifier. Once you've done that, you can't do so until the start of your next turn. What else is there?
Boon of Recovery is insane.
Boon of Skill. You gain proficiency in all skills.
Fuck.
And then choose one skill in which you lack expertise. You gain expertise in that skill. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, epic boons are absolutely fucking busted.
Mm-hmm.
Also, considering we got to level 10 within the first act of our campaign, Kaido might let us go with epic levels.
We'll see. I mean, obviously Kaido has said that we're gonna get to level 20, so we'll see how it goes. That's obviously well in the future.
The same guy.
Yeah.
For real?
I'm trying to find what the epic levels look like, but I don't think 5e Tools has that.
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Again, I thought we'd decided this. I thought we'd figured this out.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
By the way, I'm just gonna quickly write down my historical figure options on a post-it note. So
You're just going the weeb route of going with all Japanese figures, huh?
That's essentially what my fucking specialty in history is. So I guess.
Completely fair.
I mean, another option is fuck, what's his name again? Is it just Goemon?
I believe so, yes.
Like fucking Yusuke's just initial persona.
Yeah, Goemon.
Yeah, Goemon. Because
Goemon's a good one.
he's more of a. I mean, one of the things he is supposedly famous for is trying to assassinate Hideyoshi.
Hideyoshi?
I think it was. Let me check. I obviously.
Speaking of that time frame, I'm pretty sure Mitsuhide would also qualify.
Mitsuhide would 100% qualify. He 100% would. Yeah. He potentially... Goemon potentially tried to assassinate both Nobunaga and Hideyoshi.
Damn. Man's got guts.
He's basically the fucking Japanese Robin Hood at this point.
Yeah. I do believe Robin Hood, while he is used as an archer primarily in Fate works, he is also qualified as an assassin.
That would make sense.
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Yeah, it's almost like it's a fucking narrative or something.
Yeah. Would Lupin qualify as an assassin?
He doesn't kill people.
I'm trying to think of any assassins who might be just sneaky dudes. Because most of the ones in Fate do have at least one from kill to their name.
In the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
Also, literally any ninja would qualify, of course.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I could go for the old standby of Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah, Hattori Hanzo. Fuma Kotaro is another one who is in Fate.
Yeah. A politician, then.
Kato Danzo.
He sued a student and ruined his future?
Kiichi Hogan as well.
Fuck. God, what was his name? What was the name of the dude who killed? What was it? Shuten Doshi? Like the Oni?
Oh, Kintoki.
Kintoki.
Sakata Kintoki. He's qualified for a bunch of classes, but he's usually classed as a berserker.
It doesn't surprise me because I'm fairly sure he was like part Oni or something like that.
Yeah. Minamoto no Reiko is also a berserker, but is qualified for multiple classes.
Yeah. I mean, again, the point is they don't necessarily need to have even been in Fate, as long as I can argue that they could be considered an assassin, which, you know, yes. I'm taking to mean anyone who's done a sneaky kill.
Okada Izo is another one who is an assassin in Fate.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
I could actually probably fucking get away with claiming...
You could go with Yorimitsu.
I could. I could also get away with doing Nobunaga's wife. Like his actual wife. Because she basically doesn't really get mentioned much in history, but there is a something of a suspicion that she might have been a well, first a spy for her family in Nobunaga's province, and then may have turned into Nobunaga's spy.
Yep.
Piece of shit.
Oh yeah, you could also go with what's his name? Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Who more of a warrior, but still qualified for assassin.
Yeah.
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision...
Again, I think unless I get like a real burst of inspiration about how to play somebody else, I'm inclined to go Tokiyuki, but I also kind of want to go an asshole, because this is going to be like, especially considering I am the assassin, I'm going to be like backstabbing the fuck out of everyone, because it is going to end in basically PvP.
I mean, what you could do is you could just play the harmless assassin. Like, you could just lean into playing against the stereotype of what an assassin does.
Yeah.
It would be funny.
We need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Anyways, I need to step away for a few minutes. I will be back shortly.
Alright.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different.
beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
Yep. Politicians are often like that.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
Mm-hmm.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
You're gonna try and bring this round to a, you know, guess about what his palace is?
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Doing our best here.
Let's head to the Diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you're alive, it's fine. Don't worry about it, dude.
Hey!
Can I, like, be reading a book? I can't.
Hey!
I should probably do that.
Make sure you close up.
You know, make sure I'm keeping on going with this.
Wow!
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Our voter turnout is usually good. That's not a legitimate reason to, you know, vote somebody. Oh, he's, you know, rushing away with it now. Sigh. I know it's to space it out, but some of y'all are waiting a while. Some of y'all are waiting a while to confirm that, you know, we're actually alive. No problems here. Yes, comrade. We shall bring the hammer and the sickle to Japan. It would certainly be nice if we could, you know,
Security guards became
get this started as
suspicious
soon
of
as
us last
possible.
time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
We are unfortunately a group of very conspicuous teens. Well, with, you know, Ryuji's blonde hair and yellow shirt, Haru's lighter colored than normal hair and pink fucking jumper. Just Yusuke. Arn's blonde hair. Me having a fucking cat stuck out of my backpack, and Futaba being a ginger. We got it blends in pretty well.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Does it?
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become prime minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
And hey, I know the answer.
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Should we not move a little bit, you know, somewhere less in the open?
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
We didn't move. Fine. I don't care anymore.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet Building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Seems like a good bet, yeah.
Take a look.
Oh, hey. Animated cutscene.
See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh?
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Did we not look behind us? Or to the side? Did we just focus on the building?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
Yep. Pretty good summation of it. With an added helping of he'll destroy however much of the country needs to succeed.
A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
With that level of desire, his fucking politics bonus must be huge.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. Come on, what a lame way to start this off.
Shut the fuck up, Ryuji. I will throw you in that water.
We haven't failed yet, so if we calmly give this our all, the results will surely follow.
Exactly.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
I should probably go into Mementos at some point.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
My! This is exactly what we're hoping for.
Somewhere. Stop running into the pillar, Joker. Just, checking to see if there's anything over here. No. Visible wall. Great.
Indeed.
Oh, there we go. That didn't take long.
That's...
It looks like.
You're right.
Alright, I'm back.
We figured it out. It's a boat.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
But hey, it's a new fucking palace, so that means a new outfit.
Nice.
That's the... Yeah, that's the... Persona 3 one. Ah, fuck. I had a list somewhere of all the fucking outfits that gave a new soundtrack. Gonna have to find it again.
Yep.
Persona 5 Royal. One music plays for all costumes in P5 Royal. No, I don't want to go to the bottom there. What have we got?
So, because I'm a nerd, and also I just sometimes need something to read about when I get bored, I've been kind of just trawling through little historical summaries of stuff about like past the presidents of these here United States, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of interesting stuff in there, but something I noticed that is very funny to me is you could honestly, if you were to ask the average American if they could name all of the vice presidents of the United States that didn't become presidents, they'd probably not even be able to fill out a hand with names.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
The thing is, like, the vice presidential position isn't really notable in most historical cases.
Yeah.
Like, they might remember the occasional, like, vice president from an election that they lived through, but anyone before that? Not likely. Maybe, like, the occasional notable one, like Aaron Burr, but that's about it.
I mean, who was Bush Jr.'s vice president?
Oh, that would be Cheney.
Mr. Shido never failed.
Indeed.
Cheney was kind of infamous for being, you know, the power behind the throne, though.
On the winning team.
Not the standard vice president.
Alright then, Bush Sr.
I don't even remember who his fucking vice president was. I wasn't alive then, though.
Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
If I remember correctly, Bill Clinton's was Al Gore.
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
Was Obama's Hillary?
No, Obama's was Biden.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Hillary was his Secretary of State during his first term. And then she went the senator route, or was she a senator before that? I don't remember. Regardless, yeah.
What happened to, what's his face? Fucking, Pence. Pence?
Well, he's not really involved in politics directly anymore, to my knowledge.
Right.
He didn't retake up his senatorial seat.
Right.
Was he a senator or governor before? I think he was. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter too much.
You're asking the wrong person on this one.
Shadow ahead.
Oh, I know. I'm sure Gen would remember, probably, if he bothered. Yeah, no, like, the vice presidential position is, like, kind of both hilarious and interesting for the simple reason of is simultaneously the least and most important position in the country after the presidency. For the simple reason of if the president isn't, you know, able to actually execute his duties, the vice president is now the president.
So another pretty famous one that became the president is Truman.
Yep, Truman.
Okay.
So, a couple interesting things about Truman. He was actually, for most of his time as the president, FDR actually had a different VP from Truman. Truman was just, happened to be his running mate during his fourth and final term, which he died only a month or so into.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing is, most vice presidents who succeeded the presidency since I think it's actually McKinley. After McKinley died, Teddy Roosevelt took over.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, the last president to assume office afterwards was... The previous one before Roosevelt was, I think it was Chester A. Arthur, because that was after James Garfield was shot.
Yeah, yeah. Both McKinley and Arthur got assassinated.
Yep.
Which I know because I was looking up fucking assassins.
I don't think you'd get away with playing John Wilkes Booth.
You sure?
No.
Could be a fun one.
I wouldn't try it.
Nah, it's fine.
Some people would consider it in poor taste.
None of us are Americans.
Regardless. he kind of killed someone people tend to like. But yeah, whatchamacallit. Yeah, so funny thing, like, most of the vice presidents who took over the office during the 1800s, they only served one term. But basically all of them from Teddy Roosevelt onwards were re-elected. With one exception, actually.
Gerald Ford?
Yep.
Because I do remember him.
Yeah. Gerald Ford's kind of funny just because he's most remarkable for his unremarkableness relative to a lot of other political officers in our country's history. But yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Nixon was like, I need somebody to make me seem more normal, damn it.
So, Gerald Ford was not Nixon's running mate.
Oh.
His running mate was Spiro Agnew.
Oh, yeah, Agnew. I remember Agnew from Futurama.
Yeah. Yeah, Agnew was forced to resign because of a corruption / gambling scandal, I think.
Shocker.
And, funny enough, the Congress was hesitant to impeach Nixon partially because Agnew would become president if Nixon was removed.
Yeah.
Then they got Ford into the vice presidency, and they're like, "Yeah, Nixon, you bet we're going to impeach you unless you resign." So yeah,
I'm imagining the conversation was something like, "Is there anyone normal in the Republican Party we can replace Nixon with? What about Jerry Ford? Oh, thank God we have another option. All right, Nixon, get your pasty ass out of here."
Yeah, the funny thing is, back then, a scandal like Watergate could actually sink somebody.
Oh, those were the days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, Gerald Ford is the only president who has never been directly elected by the people. Which, you know, discounting electoral shenaniganry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Electoral College is kind of shit.
It's very shit.
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through
Then
here.
again,
Its original purpose is, yeah.
Yeah. But then again, so is Britain's first past the post system, so, yeah.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card.
I think ranked choice voting should be the way of things.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Yeah, we all heard Shido's voice.
Since there is no one against them,
Don't try and pretend you fucking cat hearing heard that before us.
Past? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
Yes.
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Come on, Makoto. You know Ryuji doesn't watch the news.
Oh, that thing. Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Playing strip Yahtzee. What do you think, Ryuji?
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
Sounds about right. He is an authoritarian, after all.
Yep.
You know, I really shouldn't have to explain to anyone why authoritarians and fascists are bad. And yet somehow I do.
Blame the American educational system.
What do we do to get in, though?
Yep.
Honestly, blame
these key cards?
just the Western education systems.
I mean, part of the reason the education system is so shit is because conservatives keep, you know, fucking it over because more ignorant people vote for them.
Yeah. Hey, that's what happened with, that what the church tried to do? I'm fairly sure it was.
Probably.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
Like, I'm fairly sure, if I'm remembering correctly, like, that's the reason the Bible got translated into Latin instead of, you know, like, a non-dead language. I'm not going to say correctly, because any translation that they would, even if they translate it into, you know, English, French, Spanish, whatever, you know, whatever.
Oh, I didn't say correctly. I said directly.
Oh, directly. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense. Yeah. There's no way they would have translated it correctly, regardless. And translation is something of a crapshoot to begin with. Especially when you're going from, like, fucking Aramaic into Latin or ye olde English, French or Spanish.
Yeah, they use different alphabets entirely, so...
You sure move on quick.
I mean, it's the same thing with something like fucking, what is it? Fuck, what's... Sun Tzu's book?
Art of War?
Art of War, that's it. I knew it was something of war. Couldn't remember Art of War. Yeah, Art of War. There's like a billion different fucking translations of that thing.
But what's this
they're all, you know, different in some way.
Why don't we ask the guests on this?
But anyway, yeah, they translate into Latin because only educated people knew how to read and speak Latin. So they controlled the information flow, you know, from, you know, their holy book.
Mm-hmm.
That thought never crossed my mind.
That is how it kind of went.
Organized religion sucks.
Like a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily have a problem with religion, you know, as a base idea, but once you actually organize it and put somebody at the top of the pile, it fucking sucks.
I love all the kerfuffles that arose in Japanese history over the different sects of Buddhism organizing strictly.
Yeah.
Not to mention, literally, you know, like the Crusades and shit.
Yeah.
Or the numerous wars amongst Catholics and Protestants for the different Muslim sects.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the Hindus have caused some wars now here and there. And the Sikhs.
Well, there's the whole thing of, like, some Hindus really hate Muslims or really hate Buddhists.
Speaking of, I'm fairly sure that was how Mahatma Gandhi got assassinated.
Oh boy.
Because I'm fairly sure it was a Hindu fella who got pissed that Gandhi was nice to the Muslims. Or something along those lines.
Of course.
Right.
It's always that kind of bullshit.
They attack us. We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to...
Yeah, back to a lighter topic. I do think it's honestly the funniest story of the vice president becoming the president. You know, disregarding the fact that a man died, was Teddy Roosevelt, because he had been made vice president to, you know, stop him from fucking up, you know, wealthy people who were, you know, monopolizing shit.
Yeah.
And then McKinley died.
Didn't McKinley also die due to somewhat medical incompetence?
It wasn't as bad as with Garfield, where it was just like, they just fucked him up real badly with their primitive surgery bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, Garfield probably would have survived being shot, but his surgical wounds got infected because the surgeons didn't clean themselves properly.
Yeah, and kept poking around in the fucking wound.
Yeah. McKinley's case, I believe it was, he was right nearby a new x-ray machine that could have saved his life, but they insist on using a metal bed frame to operate on him, and the x-ray machine was useless there. So yeah, more surgical incompetence.
Yeah.
I have something.
But whatchamacallit? Yeah, no, the funny thing with Roosevelt was like they put him there specifically because they thought he'd do the least quote unquote harm in the useless office of vice president, only for him to, you know, become president. And one dude remarked, "Oh God, that cowboy is that cowboy is president now."
I'm just imagining him getting the news, just going yeehaw, and just fucking firing the pistols off into the roof.
Teddy Roosevelt was actually out hiking when McKinley got assassinated.
Then shooting up into the air, yeehaw! Fucking eagle drops.
Yeah, Roosevelt's a fun one.
I mean, Roosevelt, not the greatest dude, to be brutally honest. He did.
Oh, he did some fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, the imperial bullshit.
You can say colonial. It was colonial.
It's kind of on the cusp of colonialism and imperialism, honestly, so it's kind of hard for me to, like, stick to one of those terms.
I should probably be the one to know this as the history student, but I'm not 100% sure what the difference is between colonial and imperial.
So colonialism is just outright, you know, owning things. Imperialism is more indirect, usually.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, colonialism is, like, McKinley authorizing annexation of Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, colonialism is probably sending your own people to start to, you know, live there. Whereas imperialism is just taking over and letting the natives rule it while you know, piss about.
Reap the benefits, yes. Yeah, it's, yeah, I'm not gonna pretend Teddy Roosevelt was a perfect person. He is one of the less awful people to be president.
I mean, I think that says more about the rest of the presidents.
Not inaccurate. At the same time, like, there aren't that many decent people who have held power throughout history, just because, you know, you tend not to get people who pursue power who are also good people. There are some who do, but not many.
Honestly, I'm trying to think of prime ministers, and obviously there are significantly more of them than U.S. presidents, but and honestly,
how many are you up to now?
I honestly don't fucking know.
Fair enough. You have had the office for a lot longer than the U.S. presidency has existed.
Let me give it a quick DuckDuckGo. So, the first Prime Minister was Robert Walpole in 1721. So, not actually that much longer than America's had presidents. Also, that
the office existed for longer.
58 prime ministers. And, you know, like 6 of them have come in the last, like, 8 years.
It's so fucking funny. Yeah, we're at 46 now. Actually, no, 45 people have held the presidency. We're just at number 46 because of that fuckery with Cleveland.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically what happened is the king at the time, George I, I'm fairly sure he went cuckoo bananas and stopped showing up to meetings, and so they basically just appoint somebody to run the country instead.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember my fucking 18th century history right, which maybe I don't. It's not what I've studied very much. Honestly, I'm getting my info from a fucking TV show. But I'm fairly sure George I went cuckoo bananas.
Didn't George III also go cuckoo bananas for unrelated reasons?
Probably. That was
I think it was the syphilis. I could be wrong.
That was not a very mentally stable family.
Yep. True. Yeah. Also, going back briefly to the topic of presidents and medical malpractice. Did you know that George Washington died because he had caught a cold and his doctors treated him in the worst possible way?
How did they treat him?
Basically, instead of giving him plenty of fluids, they did not that and gave him a very drying, not tincture, but like food thing that basically fucked him up even more. And long story short, he did not have a pleasant last several hours.
Okay, so I don't think George I was cuckoo bananas, but I think it was basically that he was very German. Because basically what happened was the ruler previous was Queen Anne. She died in 1714, and then Parliament basically said the next ruler had to be a Protestant, and George I was the closest Protestant one in the line of succession.
Oh, that's funny.
There was definitely one of the Georges that was just fucking insane.
I'm pretty sure that's George III.
Yeah, George III, yeah.
Again, I'm pretty sure he went mad from syphilis.
You're probably not wrong. There's probably a fair few of them who went fucking crazy because of syphilis. Fairly sure Napoleon's mental faculties suffered because of syphilis.
Would not be surprised. Oh yeah, did you know that Napoleon III tried to set up an empire in Mexico?
No, how did that go for the Frenchies?
Badly.
Yeah, it didn't shock me.
I mean, it wasn't a Frenchman he tried to do it. It was one of the fucking Habsburgs, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
That he tried to, you know, support in a bid to take over Mexico.
Yeah.
Which went badly. Was it the Habsburgs or was it the... Might have been the... it was the dynasty of Austria-Hungary, which I'm pretty sure was the Habsburgs.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Also, the fucking Habsburgs are just, like, one of the most insane family trees ever.
How close is
Mostly
it to
because
being
it's
a circle?
a family tumbleweed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how close is it to being a circle?
Too close for comfort, if we're being honest.
Habsburgs. Yeah, okay. House of Habsburg. First ruled parts of Switzerland in the 13th century, then ruled Austria, later Austria-Hungary for more than 600 years. It owned Spain and the Netherlands for a while, the Holy Roman Empire from about 1280 to 1806, and the Kingdom of Sardinia till the mid-19th century. I'm also fairly sure, trying to remember what the, like, fucking, because again, the point was, especially, you know, or most notably in fucking, as the First World War was starting, like, Britain's ruler, or Britain's monarch, Germany's fucking Kaiser, and Russia's Tsar all fucking were related to each other.
Yep.
In some shape or form.
They were all Victoria's grandchildren, I'm pretty sure.
Victoria got around.
She famously did not get around. She just popped out a fuck ton of kids with her hubby.
She and her hubby got around, fucked on every surface they could, and, you know, died before any of this could become
so many fucking heirs.
Yeah. Died before any of it could become a fucking problem.
Yep. Well, Victoria didn't. Albert did. Victoria lasted a fucking while.
I mean, yeah, but Victoria died before the First World War, so that's more what I'm
right.
meaning about problem.
Oh yeah, speaking of Kaiser Wilhelm, did you know he had a deformity?
Yeah, now his arm.
Yeah.
Probably,
did you know that the
it probably led to some, fucking,
Lots of issues, yes.
Yeah.
Dude was tortured a lot as a kid to try to get that arm to work properly and, grow properly.
Yeah.
Also, unsurprisingly, led him to have a bit of a fixation on hands,
Shido's a formidable foe.
including,
No need to freak out.
how do I describe this?
Fetish?
A psychosexual fixation on his mother's hands in particular.
Okay, great. Wonderful.
Which he documented in letters to his mother.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm just looking at Tsar Nicholas II's Wikipedia page. You know how on these types of things it has like the title and it has how long they were in power, and their predecessor and successor.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a fuck up going on when your successor is monarchy abolished.
I'm not
Yep.
freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be
Look, Nicholas II was not a great dude.
Yes and no. He was mostly.
He was also just very unfortunate.
He was very unfortunate. He was also, honestly, yes, he wasn't a great dude. I do kind of feel a bit sorry for him. He was not, made for running a country, especially not one like Russia.
Let's put together the information we
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, one more fun fact about Kaiser Wilhelm II before we probably move away from World War I leaders. He was, in all probability, very bisexual.
Good for him.
Yes. Diversity win. The horrible tyrant who played a huge role in one of the most devastating wars humankind has ever experienced was bisexual. God. Yeah, I did look up Washington's cause of death. It looks like was like a cold that devolved into laryngitis or something.
Yeah.
That was exacerbated by his doctors doing, fucking bloodletting and dehydration shit.
Yeah.
But, not really a good idea. Even in the best of times. You generally don't want to let off blood from someone who's, fighting off a disease.
Yeah.
Good old 18th century medical practices.
Okay, so, of Victoria's children, you had Victoria, Princess Royal, who married Crown Prince Frederick III of Prussia, who, father of Kaiser Wilhelm. Edward VII, who became king after Victoria died, married Princess Alexandra of Denmark. I believe Alfred married Grand Duchess Maria Alexandrovna of Russia, and I believe he might be... Was he related to the last who... Let me work this out. Okay, no. Yes? No? No. I don't fucking know. This shit is bonkers. A lot of fucking inbreeding happened.
It seems.
The funny thing is, cousin marriages were not uncommon at the time.
They should have been.
Probably. Definitely would have made the family trees a lot less convoluted on the European side in particular.
Yeah.
But that's not to say other royal families throughout the world didn't engage in some bullshit.
Yeah.
I do wonder, though.
Please hear me out.
Hey, listen.
Wonder about what?
Like, I was gonna say something, but nah.
No? Okay.
No big issue. It's not. I kind of lost the train of thought there.
Mm. Well, while we're on the subject of, you know, late 19th century and early 20th century, I mean, we'll stick with nepotism, I guess. Do you know where the phrase "Bob's your uncle" came from?
I do not.
The Prime Minister in the late 19th century, or a Prime Minister in the late 19th century, was a fella named Robert Salisbury. He made sure that his successor was, oh fuck, what's his name now? I've got to go back to the list of fucking Prime Ministers. What was his name now? Arthur Balfour, that's it. Arthur Balfour became Prime Minister after him. Robert Salisbury, Bob's your uncle.
Huh.
Because Arthur Balfour was Salisbury's nephew. And then, you know, Balfour presided over a horrific election loss to the Liberals in 1905. Absolutely horrific. Because there was, you know... It was very, very apparent that the only reason he'd gotten the job was nepotism. But yeah, that's where Bob's your uncle comes from.
Huh. You want to know what the most common first name was for a president of the United States?
Go on.
James.
Interesting.
Because including good old Jimmy Ford, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
There were 6 guys who had the first name James. Next most common is John.
I mean, that's not surprising.
I'm pretty sure John is like the most common, like, English first name. There are like 4 or 5 guys who had John as a first name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5. If you count JFK.
Yeah.
Which I do. And after that, I think it's George with 3.
I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
Speaking of presidents, there's a handful of presidents that do not have living descendants.
So there may have only been a certain amount of prime ministers. Like, what was it, 56, I think the number was.
Yeah.
A lot more different, like, fucking, times as prime minister. Like, a lot of prime ministers got back into office. So, for example, between 1868 and 1894, basically the same 3 dudes were prime minister between themselves.
What the hell?
So you had Benjamin Disraeli, 1868 to 1868. William Ewart Gladstone, 1868 to 1874. Disraeli got back in at 74 to 80. Gladstone got back in 80 to 85. Salisbury then took over 85 to 86. Gladstone got back in for a short period in 86. Then back to Salisbury, 86 to 92, and then back to Gladstone, 92 to 94. And then you had the Earl of Rosebery from 94 to 95, and then it went back to fucking Salisbury, 95 to 1902.
Fucking hell.
Meanwhile, in the early 20th century, you had Stanley Baldwin, who had 3 different terms as Prime Minister.
Really?
Fucking hell.
Because he had 1923 to 1924, after he took over from Andrew Bonar Law, who finally managed...
Boner.
Yeah, no, it's a funny name. Finally managed to get the prime ministership, and then got... I think he was ill at the time, and it got the better of him, and he was basically like, I'm going to have to step down, even though I've only been in the position for, like, a year. Stanley Baldwin took over. Then there was a big... can't remember exactly what it was, but I think Baldwin, like... what was it? Something, I can't remember exactly what happened, but something happened. So then we had the first Labour government, which lasted all of... how long was it? 10 months? January 24 to November 24. Stanley Baldwin came back in 5 years, 24 to 29. He got out just in time for the fucking, Great Depression to hit in 29, just as Ramsay MacDonald took back control.
The politician Owe.
So Ramsay MacDonald had to basically create a all-parties coalition in, like, 1931, I want to say. And after 4 years of that, everyone was like... Or I think... Did MacDonald step down and Baldwin was basically like his vice prime minister or whatever the fuck it was? I can't... Yeah, whatever. Chancellor of the Exchequer was Stanley Baldwin Chancellor? He might have been. No, he was Lord President of the Council. That's what it was. Anyway, yeah, he took control for another fucking 2 years, and then good old Neville Chamberlain took over.
We get certification from them.
Ah, yes. Mr. Peace in our time.
Oh, that poor bastard.
He'll never let it down for as long as, But you remember that, it's a whole clusterfuck.
You had to stop yourself from saying as long as he lived, didn't you? Because let me
He's
tell
long
you.
dead, yes.
Yeah, no, he didn't live long past that. He died in 1940.
He only barely saw the consequences of his actions.
Yeah.
But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
So then, yeah, obviously, good old Winston Churchill came into power until the end of the Second World War. Then we held an election where Churchill got fucking demolished, which is hilarious. And brought in probably one of, if not the best prime minister ever, certainly in recent times, Clement Attlee.
If we can't remember the details on the VIP,
because he was the fella, because his government set up the welfare state.
All right, let's get this done quickly.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he was doing this at the same time as having to recover from an incredibly costly war.
Hey.
Didn't go well for him. Lasted 6 years, and then we got Conservatives for the next 13 years. 4 of them in 13 years.
Fucking hell.
Because Churchill came back in. People were not very happy with Churchill. So then it was Anthony Eden, who I believe led the Suez Crisis, which, didn't go well for him. So he was replaced by Harold Macmillan. And then at the end of his term, he got replaced by Alec Douglas Home, who I believe people refer to as like a skeleton or something like that.
Spooky, scary skeletons that shivers down your spine. Yeah, whatchamacallit. I did look it up, look up a lot of stuff, actually. But the whole thing about presidents and descendants. So, out of the 45 men who have held the office, 10 of them do not have living descendants today, including 2 of the most well-regarded, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Washington had no children, as did 4 other, biological children, I should say. As did 4 others, James Madison, Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, and James Buchanan. The latter of whom is widely believed to have been either asexual or gay.
Yo.
There are also 2 presidents who had children but none of their children ever made it to adulthood. That'd be Franklin Pierce and William McKinley. In the case of Lincoln, he did have 4 sons, only one of whom lived to adulthood. Said son, Robert Todd Lincoln, was active in U.S. politics for a while and had children of his own. His last known surviving descendant was his grandson, who died without known legitimate issue. There's also Millard Fillmore had 2 children who both died unmarried and without known issue. Chester A. Arthur is the also had at least 1 child, and his grandson died without issue as his last known living descendant. Everyone else has has descendants who are known to be alive today.
Make sure you close up.
Yeah, definitely for the best that we don't go with the whole hereditary monarchy thing. For a number of reasons, not least of which is that, as it turns out, there are many reasons that might lead to people not having kids. And it is less important for someone for a head of state to have children when it is elected position.
Also, fucking hereditary rulers kind of suck.
They're a very mixed bag, yes. At best.
Yeah.
Because there's no guarantee that someone will be born with, the appropriate mindset, personalities, inclinations, etc. to, be an actual effective leader.
Yeah.
For every, well-regarded hereditary monarch, there are, 5 who are middling, 10 who are competent, and 5 who are, monsters.
Yeah.
I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace. We can't let him
wreck his shit.
If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his.
Ryuichi, I thought we decided this.
Man, you knew this whole time, huh? I want to avenge you, that's a no-brainer, but that's not it. If we let him run the country, the week will be totally effed.
Oh, by the way, it's after midnight in the UK. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Mel.
Thank you.
Isn't it our duty to protect them? Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring?
I am going to go shopping for a bookcase tomorrow with my mum. As a birthday present.
Those heroes are way cooler.
Which, is... I'm an adult. But I definitely do need another bookcase. I do not have the space for my manga right now.
Dude, I'm still unpacking up my shit from moving, and I definitely need another bookcase.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Forget it. Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Thanks for listening to me. See ya.
I mean, my birthday presents to myself are Veilguard and, when it comes out, Run with the Wind. And actually, Kagurabachi Volume 1.
Nice.
I thought, fuck it, it's coming out around the same time, I might as well. I do want Volume 1 of it. Do still recommend reading it.
I'm going to at some point. I have other priorities at the moment, though. Also, you should look into getting the guy she was interested wasn't a guy at all.
I'll try, but I've got a lot of manga that I'm barely keeping up with as it is in terms of physical stuff.
To be fair, there's only one volume coming out that just came out. There's not a lot of, actual physical content of it yet.
Yeah.
Because, a 4-page Twitter manga.
Yeah.
It's maybe enough for 2.5 volumes total right now, I think.
We'll see. I might add it to, like, a Christmas list.
Could be a good idea. Hey. God, I have like 8 episodes of anime to watch today.
I haven't started yet.
Yeah. I haven't had the time yet, because I had work and I just started this straight after work.
No, when I say I haven't started yet, I haven't watched anything new since the premiere stream.
You do this to yourself every time.
I know, but here's the difference. I know that I'm off all next week. Yeah, it's gonna suck a little bit, but at least I'm not doing a fucking 40-hour week on top of that. I genuinely, I haven't had the energy this week. Because again, I've been fucking working so much recently that it's just been such a fucking struggle. I'll tell you what I have actually been watching though while I've been playing a couple of games. Have you heard of The Lincoln Lawyer?
I have. I'm not very familiar with it.
It's a Netflix series based on a book series. It's actually been pretty decent. I've watched the first season. It's not been bad.
That's nice.
I know the reason I fucking found out about it was I watched a couple of shorts of it on I think it was YouTube. I like the main actor. I don't remember his fucking name, but he's been pretty. He's done a very good job as in the leading role, at the very least.
Nice. Yeah, I'd send you some manga for your birthday, Mill, but like that'd be very impractical for a number of reasons.
Yeah, no, import costs. I get it.
Yeah, import costs, and also I don't know your address for a number of reasons. Several which are, pretty reasonable.
I don't necessarily mind giving you my address. I trust you not to, fucking abuse it and fuck with me, but...
Yes, I appreciate your trust.
Obviously, not going to do it out loud on stream. That would be a horrible idea.
That'd be more... Yeah, no, don't dox yourself.
Yeah.
Do not dox yourself.
That'd be a fucking stupid idea. But yeah, speaking of manga, have you been keeping up with Iruma-kun?
Oh, hell yes. A+ storyline. We can talk about it when we do a manga stream at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been a good arc.
Sure, it's okay for him to be down here working right now. I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Just love the latest chapter with the excellent flex from Henry.
Hi, Kasumi. How you doing? Still alive?
What did I just say?
Fucking Sojiro's like, fucking teenagers. You are not taking this seriously enough. The state is literally trying to kill this guy.
Nah, still fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It is not fine.
Senpai?
There's another chapter of Skip and Loafer, but I've fallen behind. I need to catch up on it.
Good luck.
Like a stunt double or something, right?
No, maybe.
Same to you. Wait, that's not my point.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you.
How? You don't have a phone.
I asked Futaba to do me
Oh,
a favor.
you got somebody else to do it for you.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, getting a little bit close there, eh, Kasumi?
No one cares about my scheme?
No, not really.
Nope.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No reason to stand around.
But yeah, seeing as we are getting fucking closer to end of year stuff, I'm gonna have a think about, you know, I mean, what chapters we're covering for the manga one, what games I can talk about for the game one, if there's anything I can add to the fucking TV one.
I'm sure you can.
One.
Oh, also books, remember?
And books, yeah.
Going out for a bit
How
to
many
grab
books
some
I can
groceries.
include in
I'll
that,
let you all
I
get
don't
caught
know.
up with each other.
That
We can
reminds
definitely
me, though,
include the night at least.
fucking hell, that was this year. It's been a fucking long year.
Yup.
It's been a fucking long year. And speaking of books, the first volume of the Slime Light Novels audiobook is now out.
Slime light novel?
So you're
Yeah.
Yoshizawa-san, right?
Oh, an audiobook form, right?
Yeah, audiobook form. So I've got that.
I need to add that. I have some Audible credits, fortunately.
Yeah, I've got that added and downloaded. I just got to find the time and motivation to do it. I think I probably will do it pretty soon. Brittany Karbowski is the narrator, who I believe is Rimru's English VA.
Well, what's up?
She's a good one.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san. Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
No.
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety.
Oh, Reincarnated as a Sword also has a audiobook now.
Good for it.
I don't know if that's really up your purview or not, but
I don't know.
We're awfully grateful for that.
oh, hey, Berserker Gluttony, nice.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Most of what I've read this year has been light novels or fan fiction. So,
I mean, you can put some light novels there if you want.
I think we said we put light novels in the manga one.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that's what we did last year because I did. I think that's when I talked about Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Not only that, I
Right.
promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what. What a refined response. Are we really around the same age?
So I'll be able to talk about S-Rank Daughter and Apothecary Diaries, and if I've managed to finish it, new volumes of Seven Spellblade.
Nice, nice.
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
Yeah, I've been on a bit of a podcast kick for a while, so I'm gonna see if I can get not caught up, but get farther along in the 86 light novels.
I mean, yeah, I've been listening to a rugby one recently, which has been, I really fucking enjoy for anyone who, you know, is interested in rugby. It's honestly a really good one. Called For the Love of Rugby if you're interested.
Our plan had somehow leaked. Then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
I'm actually gonna go see basically a live show of theirs in London in April.
That's neat.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
Yeah, Morgana sort of gave that one away, didn't he?
I got the feeling that
Some of Morgana
was going to take
aids.
place that
Yeah.
day. So,
Oh yeah. Speaking of somewhat bugs, have you heard the Good Omens news?
Is that getting another season?
No, it's actually getting one 90-minute finale because of fucking Gaiman's whole thing.
Yeah,
Of being, you know, a shitheel.
Yeah.
following you the entire time.
Man, it's so fucking disappointing.
Yep.
Wait, we were tailed there?
Why is it so hard for people to be fucking, you know, decent human beings?
I don't fucking know, man. I know there's some, like, famous people who are nice, but, like... God. If any news were to come out about Keanu Reeves, I'd just fucking lose it.
Yeah, that'd be a really sad one. Thankfully, thus far, everything has been that he's a fucking decent human being, unless you actually piss him off.
But you know, why would you piss off Keanu Reeves?
I mean, you know,
It's like night and day
it's,
compared to when
you know,
Makoto was
fair
following us.
to be an asshole if somebody's pissed you off.
I've been considering for a while now.
Oh, yeah, Jack, do you remember, Brave Bang Bravern? That, Number...
I remember Number watched it.
Yeah, Number, and to a lesser extent, I watched it. They've done a fucking, like, collab with Venom. Like the latest Venom movie.
God.
So, there's a fucking, image of, like, the Bravern characters, including fucking Bravern the robot, his giant fucking face just looming behind the seats, you know, watching the Venom movie. I think there was, like, a fucking, like, promo video as well. And then I think, like, somebody important in, like, the Bravern staff, I'm not sure if it's, like, the actual creator or what, but, made this tweet. Venom and Bravern have something in common, that they are both uninvited wife-type heroes.
I wondered if an
Oh my
outsider like
God.
myself could even get involved. But I couldn't just stand back and do nothing.
So yeah, very funny.
It was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
It'd be nice.
Well, we could definitely use the additional fire.
Poor Haru.
I'll lend you a hand.
But
Where did you find the severed hand?
Senpai? Well, you say that, but...
honestly, we have no idea.
No,
what
bring
Katsuki is.
Kasumi in,
Our
please.
enemy this time is more dangerous
It'd
than
be mean to
anyone else
Haru
so far.
because she only just got back into the party after I replaced her with Akechi, but, you know.
Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us. We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further.
Fine, we'll just wait for the third semester.
Moreover, you have
That's
something to do
unfortunate.
yourself,
Oh well.
right?
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return. But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you...
Don't worry, we'll probably, like, fucking sleepwalk through this palace.
I really do believe you. It's time time I get going. I've got practice today, as you... Well...
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, don't mind me. Just something, something about a currently airing show. Not an anime. I should watch this one.
What's the show?
Agatha All Along.
Ah, yeah. I'm sure I'll watch it the next time somebody bribes me to watch MCU stuff again.
I know there's also that new Penguin show that's that looks like it could be decent.
Yeah.
Why is there gonna be so much stuff this year, man? Oh, you know what? I forgot to put Deadpool and Wolverine on the list.
Will that have come to Disney Plus by the end of the year?
I think it already is.
Oh. Fair enough. Anyway, we should probably wrap up.
I can look it up right now, actually, but yeah.
We should probably wrap up. We've been going 2 hours. So, thank you everybody who's been watching. We always appreciate it. And hopefully you have enjoyed us rambling on about history a lot more than I think I expected it anyway. Though I don't regret rambling on about history. I like rambling about history. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday as always. Have we decided if we're actually going to do D&D just later on Sunday?
For the time being, we might not always do it every week, but...
Yeah. I should probably just confirm with Kaido just to make sure that he's okay with it, but yeah. Otherwise, please do give us a follow here on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, all that YouTube stuff.
Like and subscribe, all that jazz.
And otherwise, hopefully we shall see you on Saturday. Good night.
Later.